We're now going to look at how to find a percentage of a quantity or how to increase or decrease a quantity by a percentage. Now in all of these types of situation, let the original quantity be 100%. So if you look at the first example, it says find 20% of £52. Now the setup is you let the quantity be 100%. So we let 100% equal £52. What we want to do is work out what 20% is. Now, there's a method I use, I call it the unit method. And what I always do is I work out what 1% is first. So what I do is divide both sides by 100 to get 1%. So if we divide both sides by 100, we're going to get 1% is equal to 0.52 pounds, in other words 52 pence. So now I want to work out 20%. So how do you get from 1% to 20%? We're then going to multiply both sides by 20. So 1 multiplied by 20 here is going to give us 20%. And then we're going to multiply 0.52 by 20, and that's going to give us £10.40. Now your calculator will bring up 10.4, but remember we're talking about money here, pounds and pence, so you have to put a 0 in after the 4. So it would be £10.40. Now some of you might be saying, well, yeah, that's fine, but could we not just have got 20% by just dividing both sides by 5? Yes, you absolutely could do that, but it's not always possible to go about it in that way. So that's why we want to show you a method that works all the time, no matter what the starting quantity is. So let the starting quantity be, in this case, 100%, and then divide both sides by 100 to get 1%, and then multiply both sides by, in this case, 20 to get what 20% is. It's a slightly different method to what you would have used way back in third form, but it's a very effective method. Okay, that's the first one. Let's look at our second example here. Okay, so our second example talks about a computer. So it says, a computer costing £500 is offered at 15% discount in a sale. Find the sale price. Now, 15% discount means they're reducing or decreasing the cost by 15%. So what is the new price? So again, similar to the last example, we let the starting quantity be 100%. So the original quantity is £500. That's what we start off with. Now, we're decreasing by 15%. Now, we're not working out what 15% is. We're working out what the new percentage that the quantity is worth. So the quantity used to be worth 100%, but when we decrease its value by 15%, well, it's now only worth 85%. So we want to work out what 85% is. Okay, you see the difference? We're not working out 15%, that's what it's reduced by. We want to get what it now costs. So it was originally worth 100%, it's now only worth 85%. So how do we get from 100% to 85? Again, divide both sides by 100 to get 1%. So that means 1% is going to be equal to £5. And then how do we get from 1% to 85%? We're going to multiply both sides by 85. So all we're simply doing now is multiplying 5 by 85, and that's going to give us £425. So that is the new cost of the computer after it's been decreased by 15%. And it makes sense because your answer must be less than what you started with. So it was originally 500, it's now £425. So answer is just £425. Okay, let's look at the third example. So it says here, an item is priced at £4.40 plus VAT. What that means plus VAT is that the VAT has not been added on yet. Okay, so this is the cost of the item before VAT is added on. VAT, remember, is a tax. It's called value added tax. It's an amount of money which ultimately goes to the government. So an item is priced at £4.40 plus VAT. VAT has not been added on yet. And the VAT is 17.5%. Find the cost of the item after VAT is added. In other words, we have to increase £4.40 by 17.5% to get what the final cost of this item is, including VAT. So we let the original quantity be 100%. So 100% is the item which costed £4.40, but we want to increase its value by 17.5%. So we want to get what its new value is. Now, if its original value is worth 100% and we increase that by 17.5%, then its new value is worth 117.5%. So we want to work out what 117.5% is. So again, we're going to divide both sides by 100 to get 1%. So 1% is going to be 0.0440. Okay, I know it doesn't make sense here in terms of pounds, but we'll keep it like that at the minute. And then how do we get from 1% to 117.5%? We're going to multiply both sides by 117.5. So if we do that, then we're going to multiply 0.0440 times 117.5, then hit our SD button. That is going to give us £5.17 exactly. So that is what the new cost of the item is after we've added on VAT. In other words, after we've increased it by 17.5%. Do you notice that because we've increased it, its value now is worth more than what its value used to be. So if you're getting an answer here which is smaller than £4.40, then you've made a mistake because you've increased it in value. So the item now costs £5.17.